Okay. Hello and welcome to today's very spontaneous stream. So I'm just getting Facebook up. So if you're, let me find where the post is. So usually I do all my streaming and always interacting with YouTube, but I really was guided just to get on here and do a live stream with you guys on Facebook because you guys are so precious to me. I'm so grateful to have all your love and support. Uh, so it's about time I start focusing some energy in here. Okay, there's the live stream. All right, beautiful. So when you're seeing this, press that love button, like, share, all those things. Um, and there is this broadcasting link thing that I've got when I created the stream, and it says that you can broadcast this on your channel. So if that's something that you're guided to do, I'd love to see how it works. But it's just there. So I'll be interacting in the live chat. So we'll see how we go. And I'm not sure why I've been guided to do this. I don't know what we're going to be talking about. I guess it's all up to you guys. Um, so let's just see. Okay, beautiful. And I'm curious to see if there is any Facebook subscribers, what it looks like in the live chat. So if you are a subscriber and you're watching and you've been notified, say hello. I want to see how it shows up in the comments. So all I got from Spirit today was spiritual talk. Now I've just switched over to the streaming software and I can see Candace is on Facebook. Oh, sorry, on YouTube and Dee's on YouTube. That's awesome. I'm just going to keep the streaming software up and then I can flip back to Facebook because I can see all you Facebook users' comments here. Yep, of course. Yes, I'm so glad you're here, Candace. Yeah, so this is just a spontaneous live spirit talk. So I'm not sure why the divine has got me on to talk today. So, but for the last hour or so, it's like go live, go live, go live. And usually, I'm doing other things like energetic things, but I've been called on here and go live, which is totally out of the ordinary. Um, so, hello, Isabel. Lovely to see you here on. Um, Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, any comments, any spiritual types, I'm just gonna get the streaming software up because there's more happening there. And this is the thing, spirit guides us to do certain things, and there's always a rhyme and a reason. So I've been guided to go on here and interact with those beings that are they're just showing me guidance. So maybe that's what this live is all about. I'm just seeing guidance. That's all I'm seeing. Guidance, the word guidance. So, okay, so this is very strange because usually every Friday I open this healing portal on YouTube. So that's very interesting. Okay, okay. So every Friday I open a healing portal and I tell people from YouTube to come, or from people to come to YouTube to be able to receive. But I'm not sure if okay. Bear with me because this is confusing for me just as much as it's confusing for all of us. So I'm just going to take the lead of you guys. And if you guys have any questions, any comments, any One of the things that was coming up to this morning, especially, was spiritual questions and lessons. So we are these beautiful infinite beings here on this spiritual quest. And to uncover and access this information within us means us questioning. Okay, so and that word guidance is popping up again. So let's just all collaborate and see why this stream is being opened up. So right now I'm in my streaming software, so I can see people commenting on YouTube and I can see them commenting on Facebook. So and right now I see this triangle. So it's like for so long in the past, my energy hasn't been able to. It's had to be very focused. But as I heal, as we heal, as I'm unlocking this mission, what I need to do right now in this moment, uh, that's what they want me to talk about. Okay, so for the last month or so, Spirit has made it really clear to me that, and when I say Spirit, I'm saying the Holy Spirit, the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, the Holy Child, the One, the spiritual Son. So when I say Spirit, that's what I'm talking about, this spiritual net, this unified field. So part of the ascension that I've been through, remembering who I am as the Christ means embodying everything. And that's a very long story because I've had to do it on an individual, planetary, galactic, cosmic level to be this cosmic container of Christ. So I've healed can't even talk. I've healed the separation, the deception within myself to be able to tune into the frequency of God, Christ. So I'm here to guide the way for those that want to learn. Like, you've come here for big things. You have, they're just showing me the word earth angel. Okay, so this is also coming up. The 144, we've got 14 people watching right now. So the 144,000 are these. Okay, let me have some water. To be of a divine oracle and to share this word of God. And when I'm saying God, it's not this the old world God, Yahweh, Jehovah, you know, that old man with a grey beard and who we've been. Hey, Tanya. Hello, Lorna. Hello, son of Rax. So, yeah, so we're speaking of the frequency of God. So, source, creation, the one. They're saying the Mother, the Father, and the Holy Child, the Holy Spirit. Now, that's a very divine place. But this outer container of that is the 144. Um, and it's this sacred geometry and it's this frequency. And it's the future of some of you guys. Okay. So it's these cosmic containers of Christ, those beings that have received the ascension keys from the one that comes through myself because I've uncovered it, I've built it, I share it. That's my blessing to share with the world, and those beings that are meant for that will naturally gravitate here and will seek it out. It's not for everyone. Hi, Steve. Hi, Thom. And sorry, live, I don't know if you say it, but hi, guys. It's awesome to see you guys here because I've been creating quite a lot of content each day uh, for every day and posting it. And there's so much interaction on Facebook. I'm loving it. So I wanted to give back and I wanted to connect with you guys, uh, but also those loyal YouTube followers. So this is really great. Again, Spirit just throws me here and I'm like a deer in headlights and I'm like, what are we talking about? I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing? So feel free to collaborate, question, and please do share this. We need to plant these seeds of illumination with others so they can wake up from the illusion, because there's a very specific way that we need to operate to be able to tap into our creative force, to tune into the one, our truth, because this is all about you, your journey, you becoming spiritually whole, you merging with your spiritual self. This is what the new earth is all about. And there's a lot of beings right now that are in all these different matrix traps, but you're there for a reason, and you have to be there because those chosen ones, those beings that choose to align their energy with the Christ and do what we're doing here, we need to blast through those barriers of separation, those things that are blocking us from one another, because it's the beliefs and separation programs that are really keeping us in the dark. It's this black magic, right? By beings being taught ways that do not serve, and being anchored into that by these beliefs, they are keeping this illusion active on this planet, and they're keeping the separation. So they're just saying within. So we need to unify. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what matrix trap you're in, whether you're in religion, spiritual, new age is a big one. 5D is a massive trap right now that so many beings are in. These beings that are trapped in these healing modalities, just focused on one way, someone else's way. You need to go within and find your way. And you're a builder, you're a creator. And they're just saying it's up to you to build this yellow brick road. This beam, your truth is the brick and the mortar to build this path, this yellow brick road to the one, right? So your truth is the path. Okay. So I'm here to share the guidance from Christ, the new way in which to operate, to activate, to awaken your divine vessel. So you know how to reclaim your light, your divine right, to be sovereign. Okay. All right, let's get this back up. Hey, Renee, Celia, Anata. I don't know if that's how, if I'm pronouncing it right. Hello, Steve. You're welcome, Steve. And thank you for showing up and anchoring this knowledge, because that is what it's all about. And that's what I'm doing it for. You know, I'm just here to share the knowledge, and it's up to you guys to connect to it and anchor it. Because again, we need to release this illusion. We need to awaken the collective. And the fact that you are here, you're anchoring this knowledge, it's the knowledge that is the light of Christ. Okay, I'm relaying this frequency. It's a frequency that I've attained. Um, and that's what we're here to do. Okay, we're here to release the labels, the separation. We're here to take action and not just speak words, because there's a lot of people out there in this reality that will say that they are something, but they're just saying it because it's the belief and the brainwashing, the programming. You know, there's a lot of misinformation out there. A lot of people that are saying they're one thing, but they're acting the opposite way, because this is this realm. They're just saying this reversal, right? Everyone is operating the opposite way in which they need to operate, because humanity have been operating through the physical. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, Steve, this is all because of the separation. Okay, this is the separation. So we are the one eternal mind. We are God, source, creation. We are the one. You are the one. Okay. But this, okay, so this is the creational story, right? So this is all about the one wanting to experience itself through you, okay? So this genius, but I just want to say simulation, has been created. This is what this matrix is, and it's up to us to learn how to be a player in this game of life, and that's what I'm sharing with you guys. So healing is the key. There are many different levels of healing in which I share. So number one, by you guys showing up for live streams and interacting, connecting, the more you consciously connect your energy to this, the more light you will be able to receive, because spirit is going to bless you by you interacting and supporting this mission. So you choose how deep you go with this. There's the Facebook subscriptions, there's the stars, all those things to help support me so I can help support you. But again, it's not all about money. It's about just you showing up. Okay. We have the Patreon membership. That's They're the only ways that I can make money right now, because I am still fine tuning and uncovering, putting the puzzle together for how I'm meant to lead, because no one has taught me how to do this. Um, my whole life, I've been a bit of a oddball. Not oddball, just weirdo. No, just haven't really fit in, and I've always wanted to fit in. We'll get to your question in relation to meditation. Um, but drink some water. So I had my awakening in 2006, and I was told all these things that were going to happen. I was connected, working with Jesus, and he was like teaching me. Like I saw him, he was there, he was illuminated, he was teaching me. And at this particular time, when I was connected in with the cosmic core, I didn't know that at the time, but it was like this holographic golden teacher, Jesus, the Jesus that I knew, right? At that time, I know him in many different ways now, because I am in fact him, and that was my future self coming to me to teach me what I needed to know in that moment in time, and give me the knowledge that I needed to fuel to unlock this mission. It's really quite surreal and strange, but in that time in 2006, when I was connected to that crystal core, the beings around me were light beings, and everyone I connected with, I saw their higher self, their absolute self, and at the source level, and they were glistening and beautiful, and just saw the beauty within them, and I saw through all the programs, all the separation, all the darkness, and I just saw them for who they were in their true essence. Um, Now, at that time, that was crazy, and I had no spiritual knowledge at all. I didn't know what was happening. I knew it was massive, I knew it was amazing, but everyone else around me thought I was freaking crazy, right? So, the things that I was told were gonna happen, had my baby boy, I had my baby girl, I enjoyed motherhood. I was, still trapped in a very toxic type environment, relationship-wise. Um, and in 2014, I began healing. Reiki was introduced to me, so I started off with Reiki. Started healing, did my level 2 healing, and then I got this strength where hey, I don't know why this is coming through, but it's coming through for a reason. Okay. So, this is where we're going back to this this thing that Steve said. Healing is the key. Okay. So what happens when we meditate? And I don't meditate. I've had a few meditating experiences through Joe Dispenza, and they changed my life. And they were massive. Like but I've only done it 3 times. The 3rd time I went to see him, and, I tried to do, the sit down and do meditate and do but spirit, I didn't need to do that, okay? Um, so there are traps with meditation where beings just get into this thing where they just um, will just do it because other people have told them to do it, gurus have told them to do it, but it may not be for their path, right? So this is where it's really important to go within and follow your truth and do what you're guided to do. Um, when we meditate, we are going within and we are aligning our energy and we're able to access a much higher frequency because we're being present in the now moment. Because it's that now moment that is the gift. So okay, between you and the source, there is so much separation. And the closer you get to the source, the more separation needs to be released. So um, those beings, the 144, those 9 beings, where are they? Let me get rid of this. Oh, there's a few comments. Hang on, let me just see. Hey, Brenda. Shane, yes, I'm live. Uh, you, hey, my love, you have so much magic within, okay? And that's why I'm so grateful that you're here and you're open and you're always connecting. I love that. Um, that's what it's all about. And it's it's annoying because I see this light within beings. I see how freaking amazing they are. And it's this separation, it's the beliefs, it's the conditioning, it's all the emotions and all that data that's contained within you that's blocking you from actually seeing that, right? So it's up to, so healing is the key to release all that crap. So those beings that have received the ascension keys, those beings that are in resonance with the 144, and they know who they are because they have received the keys from myself, and they've actually walked this path with me and unlocked this with me. So I haven't done it all alone. There's been beings that have energetically been supporting me, and their frequency were actual keys in unlocking this magic that I get to share. Um, so really supporting the Christ in the Christ returning home. Um, so in time, I don't know, Spirit doesn't tell me these things, um, this these ascension keys will be made available to those things that it's meant for. So I'm not sure how the hell that process is gonna go, but or when that's gonna happen. But we're just being in the now moment, doing what Spirit is guiding us to do in this. They're just saying authenticity. This divine rollout is authenticity. But when they're showing me authenticity, they're showing me like a plant growing, right? So just this, um, I'm seeing like sacred geometry type. So that Sophia symbol in relation to sacred geometry and the growth of plants, that's what I'm seeing when I'm seeing the word authenticity. So it's this truth. I'm just seeing the word truth. Um, hey, Melanie, Karen, Silas, I hope I pronounced that right. Oh, people, oh yeah, absolutely. People thought I was nuts. People still think that I'm nuts, right? But they don't take the time to get to know me. And it's because, and this is the problem that a lot of you guys will face, because you have this knowing and this depth to you, you are in essence here to do something quite amazing, right? You are this multidimensional infinite being who has had lifetimes after lifetimes where you have been coming here to expand, to expand, to expand. So right now you're here in this body, this vessel, and you have all this wisdom within you, but now is the time that unlock all that and grow multidimensionally so we can see and feel and be whole in ourselves and have that knowing, that self-love, that trust. This is all about us finding our self-worth because I never, everything, in fact, throughout my life has really made me feel less about myself. Where now I realize why I was the way that I was, and all these messengers along the way that trod on me, that attacked me, that bullied me, that laughed at me, um, they were all contributing to something quite amazing, my growth. I didn't see it back then. Again, they're just saying healing is the key. They're just saying healing and showing me the key. It's this spiritual quest. What day is it today? It's like Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Interesting day to go live. Yeah, I just kept getting go live, go live, go live, go live, and I'm like, live, really? Like, what? And I was a little bit confused why we would be doing this. So, so your spiritual self wants you to connect, and the fact you are here is brilliant. And meditation, if that's something that you're guided to do, certainly do it. That's something that I haven't needed to do, bar those 3 times with Joe Dispenza that I did it, and it was freaking mind-blowing and beautiful, and, but never guided to do it. So after that, so I went to see him, I can't remember, 2019 or something, and, that was the last time I did one of his meditations. But that's his way. He's amazing. Steve, do you follow Joe Dispenza at all? Because it's about having the knowledge behind meditation, and Joe Dispenza is amazing, amazing for explaining the processes within the body and how it's all linked up, how it all works, right? Um, this is all about us following our path and seeking, and, yeah, before my, um initiation into the Christ in 2019, um, I was learning a lot from Joe and prior to that. So spirit takes you where you need to go. So this is about being a chosen one, a true chosen, a nomad. Uh, means you gravitate and you flow. You don't stay fixed. Okay, so you will be guided to certain different ways. So, like I said, I've done Reiki, masters, teachers, Reiki, but I wasn't satisfied. There was something like there was things that just didn't add up. There were questions that I still had, right? And then I was on to emotion code and body code, and I was doing those, but then there was limitation, and so I had to keep pushing and seeking, and and then that's when Yeshua came and initiated me, baptized me, christened me, and pushed me into this mission. And again, that's just my future self, my masculine part, father and spirit. That so it was actually me that did that. So this is like you have this part of you in spirit, right? And some call it higher self, right? On this journey, it's higher self, absolute self. Let's just say that higher self, absolute self, God, right? So, So there's just showing me the word hierarchy, and they're showing me a path, like the path. So I've had to go through all these different levels of information. Let's just call the spectrums and those dimensions information fields, they're saying. Um, so when we're meditating, because humanity are trapped in the old world realm of separation, the Antichrist program, and frequency wise, they're moving in this 666 pattern, right? This descending spiral, right? That's where all humanity are. And that's why when I share these ascension keys, those beings get to heal and unlock their blueprint to move with the crystal spiral, right? So I'm here as this portal, the mother, here to share the bridge to new earth, having embodied heaven and the embodiment of earth. Um, I'm the bridge between that, the intersection point is 0 point. And that sounds crazy out there, but that's just who I am. And it's like I share this portal. So when you guys are connecting to this information, when we're connecting, when we're interacting, this it's this knowledge coming through from the divine for you to nourish you, to water you. This is the eternal springs, right? So they're showing me the Ace of Cups, and they're saying the Holy Mother's springs, the Holy Covenant. So when you guys are showing up here, and we are connecting consciously, you guys are anchoring this knowledge, aka the light. You are filling your cup, right? So I'm here to fill your cup. And I'm sitting here and I'm sharing this because I want you to succeed. Okay. I want you to evolve. I want you to move into this new earth and anchor heaven on earth with us. So, all right, I've missed some comments. Yeah, see, I made a cup of tea and I'm like, I'm going to have a cup of tea and connect with everyone. Hey, Kent and Johnny. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. This is the one thing I'm really crap at, the comments. Anata, oh my God, like memory loss on this journey, the things that I have released to be able to contain this new information um, is amazing. My kids always used to joke, like I couldn't remember freaking last week, things that happened last week. But I'm really here to demystify things in relation to the Christ and Jesus, right? Because there is so much knowledge and the path that Jesus has walked, I've walked it because it's so weird. I'm trying to explain multidimensional this um, the infinite. It's very hard to explain how we are all one, right? Um, I mean, I've seen it, I know it, and I've walked this path, and we are all one, right? But the problem is the separation. So what we need to do is unify, and I say that so much in my posts now because that's what spirit, what the Father, the Mother, the Holy Child, the One. I have to keep saying that because this is all this, the Holy Trinity, right? The Mother, the Father, and the Child. The Mother, the Father, they come together, they create this child, right? This, and that's how we were created. So like the tree. So they're just showing me the roots of a tree, like the family tree, our ancestors. We are our ancestors, right? We are here to heal all that generational crap. Okay. So to heal through Christ means healing on every single level. The ancestors, the beings, all those characters that we've never played, but at the end of the day, we are the cosmic. the one. We are every character in this because we are the creator. We have to heal for the collective, right? So you are entangled with all the, it's the collective consciousness, right? It's entanglement. You are tangled up with everything in existence right now. And so the frequencies of everything outside you bombard you and block you from being free and sovereign. Um, and again, take what you resonate and leave what you don't, because one of the biggest problems is because I speak on this multidimensional level, it can really cause triggers within beings that are watching because of the beliefs and the programming. Okay. So they're just showing me the archons, right? So these archons, this AI, right? These thoughts that we have aren't in fact all ours. Okay. So there's these frequencies that are that we perceive are ourselves, right? But it's only because they are in our field. So we are embodying that. So we are that. So so it's up to us to heal, to release ourselves from the binds of, hang on, I'm just saying bind. Hang on. Oh, okay. I was wondering why they're doing that. The binds, but I kept saying blind, like blind, the binds and blind. They were showing me that word, those two words, in, like binds and blind, right? So let's keep going through the comments. I'll just get this up. Let's get this up so it's bigger for my eyes. All right, so be in the now, you mean in each day, live and enjoy the moment. That is true, but we rarely do that. Being in the now, when I say it, and when myself or my collective in the inner circle, being in the now is being present, being open and aware, and okay, so awareness, okay? Awareness. Everything in your external reality is a messenger, and it's showing you what you need to heal so you can be in alignment. Because the problem is in the old world system, the Antichrist program, some call it the Matrix, right? The very lower rungs of the Matrix. It's the separation pulls you ei either way, right? So being in the now, this is the best symbol for this being in the now, because we have the masculine and the feminine side, right? We have the light and the dark, the shadow, the light, the smoke and the mirrors, right? The false light and the dark, smoke and mirrors. That's what I like to call it, because if you are focused on something externally, and they're making me jump all around the place with these messages. You guys might have to rewatch this, okay? Because the way that spirit is coming through today is very, it's like shining light on this thing, and then it's like, oh, oh, that's how I feel right now. So again, healing is key. So we use the external realm to guide us. We use those outside of us to show us uh, what we need to heal within to be in the greatest alignment. But again, going back to these polarities, this duality, right, where it's like this is the best symbol for being in the now, because we're merging both of those sides together, seeing the positive and the negative. We're bringing them both together. Now, this is walking the line, right? That's another thing that is coming through, walking the line. So being present, being fixed, not being fixed as such, but locking yourself into this, So it's very hard to do, right? So it's easy to teach those in the inner circle these concepts because they have the frequency and the healing tools in order to do everything that I'm speaking of. But this is coming through right now in this moment for a reason. So the now moment. So that's that third aspect. Okay. So the now is tuning into that Trinity consciousness, that tri wave. So again, going back to this symbolic, um, the truth is in plain sight, but now is the time where the Christ returns and is really explaining it in a simplified manner, the way that it needs to be heard. So we have moving from this duality to unity, polarity, right, to Trinity consciousness. It's this bringing these things both in together. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I'm getting that across. Um, so maybe when you're meditating, see what happens when you do this. Uh, give it a go. Um, okay. Yeah. So it's like hang on, let me read the rest. Gratitude is another a really good way to be in that now moment. Because what this now moment is, it's the stillness, it's that still point where you are in flow. So in meditation, and this is what happened like when I used to try it, right? Like, in school and stuff like that, in primary school, we used to have this meditation type thing where we just lie there and be guided to feel our toes and all that sort of crap, right? But my monkey mind would always go, right? And I'd be thinking about things in the future, or I'd be thinking about things that just happened in the schoolyard or something like that, right? So I'm not in the now moment because my monkey mind's going and I'm thinking of what I'm going to be cooking for dinner or what I'm going to be, some of the things that happened in the past. And that's you being pulled out of the now moment when you are thinking about the future, when you're thinking about the past, you bet you're out of alignment straight away and you are not in the now moment. So the now moment is like this path. Um, and it's the truth, right? It's like this path, it's like this line, this alignment. Um, yeah, and that's what we have to say about it. Oh, well, I'm just going to share that, Shane, because that's cool. So is it you? Is that why I just kept going, go live, go live, go live, go live? Anyway, so we're going live. So one of the things that so for the last 6 years, I have been constantly battling the darkness, and this battle, this war, is within. And on this whole journey, what I've had is people external to me um, showing me this, reflecting this to me, because it's something that I needed to deal within. So the last few months, I've been accessing much powerful ways of healing, and in being able to streamline and fine tune and heal so many things at once. Because this is like it's so crazy, but it's like a computer program, right? The way that I heal and the way that my collective in the inner circle and 144, the way they heal, they have this access to these codes that I've created. And in this last 6 years, these codes have merged. and come together to be even more powerful, more powerful, more powerful, more powerful. So right now, um, this power that I have access to, that those beings in the inner circle have access to, the 144 that they have access to, is out of this world. So we're able to really heal so many more things at once, to be able to free our time. That's how I feel. It's like, so, and free our energy. So those guys in the inner circle, you know who you are. You walked through that door, that gateway, and you are a part of my energy. So the healing that I'm doing, you're receiving healing, right? And you're actually healing. So you're healing others in that group. We are all working together as one, because it's this cosmic core of creation, this Christ container. That's the inner circle, right? So you guys, by energetically consenting, energetically connecting, by investing your money, aka energy, you're getting energy back. And it's this giving and receiving, where these beautiful beings, they're working to be open for the healing, and we're all, it's just amazing. It's just like this, we're giving, because the problem is earth angels and ones that are on the planet give, 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 and give. You're light and it's lost. It's just like, so you're not able to contain that for yourself to step into and unlock this divine mission. So the one thing I want to be able to do is serve everyone with the knowledge. And those beings that are meant to will walk through that gateway. Those beings that are meant for it will access the ascension keys. The same, because it is written. Okay. And this isn't a journey where I want to make people feel left out. But there are beings that will choose and that take those steps to do that. And they're beings that won't. But everything is divine. So on this journey, I used to worry so much, like, am I doing enough? Am I doing enough? And I tried to do all these things to serve everyone, but by doing that, I was just throwing my energy away, and all these holes in, like, these, they're just showing me these holes where this light is just going, getting sucked out, right? So I want to be able to teach you how to serve yourself, um, and the knowledge is the key in order to do that. So time to time, I'll mention the inner circle, okay? But do not, because this is it. You have a really important role. The fact that you're here anchoring this knowledge is a blessing, okay? And you will be blessed by supporting this mission in whichever way that you can. You will be blessed, and that's why I'm always saying, like this, save this, share this, subscribe, right? Share this in your spiritual communities, like golden seeds of illumination, like this stardust they're showing me, like sprinkle this stardust everywhere. Because the beings that are meant to see this, that are meant to click on this, that are meant to join us and anchor this knowledge will. And the beings that aren't, they won't see it. Like literally, they will be spiritually blind and they will not be able to connect with it. It will be visible to them. So the fact that you are here is amazing, because it's all about the knowledge. And I'm very excited to be able to do something like this, because I haven't been able to do this for so long, because it was actually draining my energy and blocking me from what I needed to do. Because you will notice the last live streams that I have done was quite a while away, like months ago was my actual last live stream. The Friday streams is still an open portal of healing for you to activate spiritually to join us. They're showing me people pushing on the wall. So it's those beings who are connecting, and we are pushing the boundaries. And in order to dismantle this matrix, by making that portal available. So if you don't show up to the Friday streams, every Friday, 9:30 a.m. Sydney, Australia time. You can head to YouTube, subscribe. But hey, who knows? We may be opening it up to everything because what they're showing me right now is Facebook and YouTube and this streaming app is like bringing it into one. So so far so good. We'll see what happens on Friday. So um, set that in your calendar and join us because this is what we're doing. We are unifying, we are consciously connecting, we are connecting our consciousness because we are here to awaken our collective. Okay, and we do that with consciousness alone. Okay, this isn't old world ways where we have to go somewhere and meet up and do this. That's counterproductive. That's not how the divine works because this is the consciousness realm. They want me to say 369, right? Consciousness, physical, spiritual. That's what it is. One, two, three. One, two, three. Hey, Jess. That's beautiful. Waking up and smelling the roses. I just had to share that. Because life is beautiful. Like you are beautiful. We are freaking miracles. Like spirit is this spiritual net. It's life. It's the again the one, two, three, right? It's this net of spirit that connects us all, right? Mm, what did I just do? What did I just do then? Um, oh, I accidentally pressed something and now I can't get rid of it. Um, okay. So just show up here to the free streams, the daily content that's created, like, subscribe, share. And again, why I say that is because by consciously connecting, so by pressing that like button, okay, by connecting to the social outputs, and that's the key there, outputs, energy outputs, by connecting, you're able to receive more. So there's so many things that you can do without having to pay, okay? But if you wish to access our collective frequency and begin healing and working as one with us and accessing these sacred spiritual teachings from the Christ, because everyone in that membership are healing and we are all in such a high frequency. The knowledge that is able to come through in the live streams we have every month is way more deep and profound than these free streams. So spirit has these levels of ways that I can serve. Right now, the inner doing this, creating content, and doing what I'm guided to do, and the inner circle is the only way I can serve right now because I'm still working on healing the collective and tuning into this mission and understanding it, putting all the pieces of the puzzle together, understand, okay, what how do I do that? And how do I do that? I just show up and I be in the now moment. When I get told, "Go live, go live, go live, go live," I'm like, "Okay, right?" Um, this is spirit will constantly send these lessons to you, and, the hoops I've had to jump through in the last 6 years are ridiculous, and depending on where I was at frequency-wise, um, so I'm seeing deception, right? So it's like finding your way out of this maze of deception and receiving information in the now moment, depending on the frequency that you're at. So, so we are always guided by the one, right? And everything that you do and the guidance that you receive, even if you look back at it and you think, "Oh my god, I was freaking deceived then," right? You know, for example, when I was working my way out of the 7 levels of hell, and I was coming up against, first it was like entities and very broad range, like, parasitic entities, and then there was, like, the galactic type, energies like, reptilian, Anunnaki, draconian, all those types of deceptions and frequencies that were coming into my field so I could transmute them. But then I was finding out what they were so I could heal on them to release them from my field so I could move past them, move on to that next level, right? When I was like working with the demons and everything, so many ways I was led astray, right? And so again, receiving that information, understanding, the demons and the dark, masters that I was up against. And then because of who I am, I had this power where I could release that, but I had to find out what it was to be able to record that, to be able to heal that autopilot, to be able to release myself from that, to level up, right? So that's what the ascension keys are. Basically this map, this mind map, and this blueprint for one to heal, so they can unlock their blueprint, so they can balance their masculine and feminine energy to move through that stargate to, yeah, it's amazing, right? It's amazing. So I don't even know what the hell we were talking about there. Yeah, so that basically there's so many levels in which there is so much I've been through in the last 6 years, and spirit is keeping me in that now moment. So one step in front of the other, baby steps. I'm just doing what I'm going to do in that moment, and I'm only doing what I can do. And I'm not stepping out of my authenticity and thinking, okay, well, I need to make money, right? Because I'm flat broke, right? What am I going to do? What am I going to create? And I'm not doing that, right? Because things have to come through divinely when they're when they're needed, right? There's a lot of people out there who want to make a quick buck and they'll just throw some stuff out there. Uh, but that's not what we're doing here. And I need to be authentic to this mission. Hang on, let me have some water. So, what I've been guided to do is really get out there and create content. So, I'm super grateful to those Facebook subscribers. I don't know if there's any. Let's go back to Facebook. Um, I just saw Uriel. Hang on, where are we? I just give my subscribers a shout out. So Uriel, I love that name. That's beautiful. Yeah, so just having a look if there's any other subscribers. Melanie, shout out to you, beautiful. Give a little shout out to my subscribers on Facebook because this is it. Being doing this mission isn't a payday because we have to be authentic to ourselves and we have to really just be in the now moment and do what we are guided to do. And this is why, right? Those chosen ones, those earth angels, those light warriors, the true ones, the ones doing this for love, they're doing this, like they're doing this from this authentic part of who they are. Like they're just being there, they're just being real. Okay, because look out there at this reality, and there are so many fake asses out there, and they're just creating these programs, regurgitating old world information and putting a little fancy bow on it, right? Uh, but that still has a part to play though, all right? So everyone is all working together, okay? But the chosen ones are the true ones, and it's not really a payday. For the last 6 years, I have struggled, like, I had to quit my job. When I quit my job, that's when I was christened and initiated onto this path, and, I had at the time, I was a healer, so I was doing healing sessions, and then all of a sudden, it just dried up and it just stopped, and it happened when I was initiated onto this path, and this is why this happens, right? Because you are this divine one. You are here to transmute the darkness. You are here to alchemize. You're here to do amazing things. But what's actually happening is because you are, it's like you are this attractor. You pull in the darkness. I'm just saying like this, like I don't know, I don't know what I'm saying. It's like this beacon thing. I don't know. It's like this thing, a light pole thing. So it's like you're pulling in the darkness and you're transmuting it. You're doing this for the planet. You're doing this for the one, right? On this cosmic level. So you're this has happened all your life. You've been pulling in the darkness, right? But the problem is because you are operating in a way that's counterproductive to your essence, you're just stuck in this trap, right? And you're just constantly transmuting all this stuff. Constantly. The darkness is in your field, you're that body that is embodied within you, it's blocking, it's repelling any type of money, right? So hang on, there was something and I just freaking lost it. Yeah, the reason we're freaking broke is because we are constantly purging the dark, constantly in our field, so blocking us. And because we have been taught in a way, like the way that we've been programmed to operate, it goes against our truth, our essence, our source. So what we're actually doing, we don't have energy because all of our energy is being lost, right? Money is energy. Money is energy. It's just energy, right? So, so spirit tests us with bloody money, right? Like, this is it. This whole 6 years, it's like, "You're gonna go get a job. You're gonna go get a job." Like, I had my kids constantly in my ear, "Just go and get a job, go and get a job," because it's like, "Oh, I can't afford it," and I know you're not meant to say that before manifesting, but when you can't afford something, you can't afford something, right? It's like, "Just go get a job," and it's like, "Oh, no, I have to do this, right? I have to do this no matter what." And spirit's always testing us with money. Okay, before I was no, I had been initiated onto this path, so it might have been, October 2019, where I was actually I had this gift where I could transfer this information onto beings through attunement, and they were able to heal the way that I was healing. So at the time, I was a motion code, I was a body code practitioner, and there was these things called heart walls. And to get a heart wall down, session after session after session, and then you get the heart wall down, right? So session after session, like people pay session after session after session to get rid of their heart walls, right? And then you get rid of the heart wall, and it's like, oh, hidden heart wall. Session after session after session to release all these emotions that are around the heart, creating these walls, armor blocking, right? It's not just there's so many things surrounding that heart, not just emotions, right? So there's these healers that are practicing these archaic ways that have come through, not from the divine one, but they've come through from a particular density, right? Very limiting density that still have people trapped in this cycle of constant, like healing themselves, right? Healing, healing. Like I used to do these healing sessions on myself before I was initiated with the emotion code, with body code, and I would say I'd do these healing sessions that were like going like hours, right? And the more that I did it, the more I was able to release, right? It's like this the more I freed myself, the more I was able to release. And we still have people practicing emotion code, practicing body code, and there's some great information in there, some great lessons, some things that I learned for me to put me on this path to share this gift with you guys, right? But very, very early on, yeah, I fell out of alignment with those guys because it was that limiting. And but what I did have to share with some of those guys was the ability to release a heart wall, hidden heart walls, all those things at once. How to release entities all at once, how to release all these emotions all at once, right? How to release yeah, so it was amazing. And as I kept healing, I was able to heal and release more. And then I would share this with beings, right? So they had that power. So so that's how things started. And for so long, I was in that 6 years, I was sticking to this wanting to be a healer still. But now I know, and the spirit put me through these really hard lessons. You shouldn't heal other people. You need to go within and heal yourself, right? Because when yeah, so I was still trying to do these old world ways in which it's like, oh, I'll release healing sessions, right? And it would slow my progress down. And once I finally figured out, hey, no, you're not doing healing sessions anymore. You're serving yourself and the collective. You have to serve the collective by going within and serving yourself. You're the creator, you're the one, right? Same as you. You are the creator, you're the one. Everything external to you is just a messenger of what you need to go within and heal, right? So, I need tissue. What time is it? How long have we been live? 10 not that long. And this is something that is so important. The beings don't realize. Right? Being a healer is your birthright, and you use this gift to go within and heal thyself, right? It's not you want to heal people outside yourself, heal yourself for the things that you see in those people, the symptoms that they have, right? In the inner circle, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is all about connecting with your spiritual self, not going out there into the external, the illusion, the simulation, and connecting to external things and losing your life. This is about going within, healing yourself, using the external as a as as a guide. What you need to heal within yourself, because that's how spirit orchestrates everything. This is a simulation specific to you and your spiritual growth. So the sooner you realize that, the sooner you like begin operating that way and healing that way. It's about this awareness, right? You're just saying at the end of the day, it's about awareness, having the awareness of that, that everything external to you is a messenger of what you need to heal within to connecting to your spiritual self. Absolutely. See, wise words, guys. Thank you. And that's what it's all about, this collective collaboration where we're all just sharing and just supporting one another. I'd like a really cold cup of tea. Am I gonna do it? Of course I am. I'm the queen of cold cup of teas, always making, like, a cup of tea and just, chai tea. I love my chai tea and coconut milk. Always making a cup of tea, and it's absolutely fill your own cup. Mm, love that, that's cool. Oh, so when I this is one of the traps that you guys get caught. That's it's a massive trap that you're in because you have this big heart, you just wanna help, you just wanna heal, you just wanna share, you just want others to feel good and feel better, and you do this, you just give your shit away for free, right? And so when I joined doTERRA, this world was open to me. So this was before, I was initiated to Christ, right? I had this before this Christ initiation, I'll call it. So I'd done the Reiki, and I created this Reiki page on Facebook, and this whole big story, like this girl that my ex used to hang out with. I heard about her so much, her and her partner, and we moved house, moved the kids to school, and divinely, I met this chick that my ex had always talked about, and she was just this breath of fresh air, just beautiful looking girl. And my son and her son were in the same class, and like he'd just gone into year three because yeah, we he just changed schools. And so I met her, and we connected, and she saw my page, and she's like, "Oh, hey, you like Reiki? My mum does Reiki, and I've got these essential oils that you might like. You want to have a cuppa and learn about them and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, like okay." Um, and I'm thinking oils, like I'm like, "Oh, I use oils in the soaps and stuff that I make." And anyway, I had no idea that they were plant medicine. I had no idea, like, so she's, like, pulled out these oils. I don't have a box here, which I did, but she pulled out these oils, and, she was saying, "Oh, this is for that, this is for this." You know, she pulled out this digestion, and she's like, "So this is amazing for, like, gut issues and nausea and all that sort of stuff. You know, I just put a couple of drops in water and I drink it." I'm like, "What? You drink oils? Like, what?" And she's like, "Oh, they're 100% pure, you know, there's a third party tester that tests them, so they're guaranteed, you know, you can see that they're actually pure, you know, and all this sort of stuff." And I'm like, "What the," like, so it just blew me out. She's like, "Peppermint for headaches, for pains, for this, for that. Lavender, this is for sleep, you know, easy air, this is for respiratory issues." And so my mind was just blown. And at the time, my daughter was really sick. She always had these massive, like, she'd just get really sick and hot and fever and respiratory issues on the puffers. She'd have Nurofen, Panadol, and she didn't want to have it, so I'd have to wrestle her to get these medications into her. Anyway, got these oils, use these oils, bang, didn't need them anymore. So this Rachel connected me with a community that taught me how to use them, and the resources that I needed to be able to use them, right? Anyway, greatest thing in the world. I got off all my gut meds. You know, I got off my pain meds, right? I was on 2 Panadine Fort, sorry, 2 Panadine Extra and 2 Nurofen Plus, so it was the equivalent of Panadine Fort with Nurofen, right? Every 4 hours, sometimes I'd have to take it every 3 hours for my head pain, and, I was on Mylanta, Soflax, I was on allergy pills daily, I was on, like, Sinus, like, at nighttime, I'd also take, like, an antihistamine. Yeah, it was ridiculous, right? I was spending so much money at the freaking chemist. Anyway, I got onto the oils and got off all that. I didn't need it because there was an oil for the ailment that I needed, and it actually healed the root of the issue. So I didn't need to keep going out and putting Band-Aids on things and taking pharmaceutical shit, right? So that blew me out. So I'm getting to my point. So, um I wanted to shout from the rooftops how amazing doTERRA oils are, right? And I would share these oils. I was constantly buying these oils to share them, and I was just giving them away. The people at work, "Oh, I've got a sore back. Oh, I've got a really good oil that can help with that. Give it a go if you like it. You can purchase a wholesale account." People would just take, 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 take. "Oh, can I have some more of that oil?" And it's like, um, you can get it for yourself, right? And do it yourself. But it was like people would just I wasn't charging anything and I was just giving and my mum got into the same trap where she's just like she wanted to help people that bad, same as me. We wanted to help people that bad, we were willing to pay for it out of our own pocket and just hand these samples and oils out to anyone and everyone. And do you think they ever signed up or bought those products for themselves to no, they didn't, right? So this is where it comes to seeing your worth, valuing yourself and what you have to give, and not expecting others to take to things like you do because that's not their path. Those people are there to teach you self-love, self-worth, and all that sort of stuff. They're never going to give you validation. They're never going to support you on your social media. Like crickets. Like the only people that support me on social media are those 144 and those of my soul fam. Like, people see my posts, but do you think I'll press a like or anything to support? No, right? Because they were in that external reality to teach me to love myself and not care what other people think, right? You know what I mean? But anyway, so Steve, it's a massive, because you are this earth angel, this being of love and light, you wanna help, you wanna serve, you wanna all that sort of stuff, you are often these people are always out of pocket because they're just giving their energy, and is just another money is energy, right? So it's like money is a symbol for energy, all right? So money is a symbol for energy. And earth angels, they're just give, 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 give. People take, 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 and they're left empty. Okay. Oh, and it was really bad. Like I was probably at my lowest point I'd ever been at. Like it was ridiculous. I went to a iridologist and he looked in and he's like, "You got candida. Like you need to freaking take this stuff." And he had his little concoctions and he's like, "You need to get off the dairy. You need to get off the sugar." And I did all these things and because I have people say, "Are you pregnant?" Because I had this big belly, right? But that's all the meds freaking made this toxic environment and the foods that I was eating and all that sort of stuff. And I wasn't even that unhealthy, but I was, obviously I was having coffees, 5 sugars in my coffee. Once I did that sugar cleanse and everything, that candida cleanse and stuff like that, that was way before my initiation. That was way before I did Reiki. But but back then, I was on all those medications. I was on all those medications for years and years and years. So my mum and my dad were registered nurses, right? So when we were kids and we'd have a headache, we'd pop a Panadol. Magic, it's gone, right? Nurofen, Nurofen's the next best thing, right? So ever since we were kids, antibiotics, like my parents were registered nurse, so they were fully in this medical industry, right? This hand in hand with the pharmaceutical, right? Where it's like, "Oh, yeah, 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 I've got something for that," "Oh, you've got nausea. I've got something for that," right? Obviously, my mum has, in her work life, had a massive awakening to how damning that is, and, so she's on the same page as myself. So she was the first person that I got onto the doTERRA oils, and, she was just like, "Oh my god, like, this is amazing." So, it's just, yeah, and it's the pills that was doing that. It was all the medications. It was a lifetime of these pharmaceutical things, and I was just taking them. to address that symptom in the moment, yeah, it was helping it, it was band-aiding it, but it wasn't addressing the root cause, and that's why I love these doTERRA oils because they get to the root of the big issue, right? Mm. That's exactly right, Elizabeth. That's it, they didn't pay for it, so they didn't value it, and that's the simple thing, and that's why with the inner circle, like, spirit has made me put up these boundaries to protect my energy, to stop from these people, right, taking. And as I'm unlocking my mission, I'm understanding how spirit wants me to operate in order to contain my light and serve, right? But in relation to the inner circle membership, that has to, we are in the frequency of this one, right? So it means being in, so the inner circle, beings connect to the inner circle and they're able to heal with the frequency, with this Christ frequency, right? But the reason they're able to do that is because they're connecting to my energy. And so we are all working as one together to heal. So they are, there has to be an energy exchange because it is the realm of one, which is balance. They want me to say absolute balance. So giving and receiving, an equal exchange, right? Giving and receiving. So just like you guys, by you guys showing up to these free streams, like the content that I share, by liking, subscribing, by sharing this content, because you are giving, you are receiving blessings back. Okay. And that's my intention. And that is the intention from spirit because I'm here to illuminate this planet. Right. And I'm a very, very aware that there's beings that don't have any money. Right? There's beings from all around the world, like because this is a global effort. And it's about connection, right? So by unifying, connecting, doesn't cost a thing, right? We are growing strength. And the more strength that we can attain as a collective, the more power we will have upon this planet, the more light we will be able to share. So, the more light I will be able to share with you guys. So, this is all about filling ourselves up, filling this collective up with this illumination, this light. And and by doing that, we are receiving more light from the divine, aka knowledge. It's all about the knowledge. Oh, okay, I've never tried, I don't know how to say it, that thing. I've never tried colloidal silver, I've never tried it. Mm, where is it? See? You can't help it. See, you just got that big, beautiful heart. I love it. Thank you. Absolutely. Oh my god, I love you, Elizabeth. Yeah, that's it, and that's what it's, we're standing strong. We're standing ag alone beside each other because it's the way that the one shows me is like neurons, okay? And you are this neuron, and there's all these neural pathways that connect us all, and it's these illuminated pathways in which we're pulling this in because you are grounded on this planet, right? So we are here to heal Mother Gaia, right? We are Mother Gaia, right? And we are pulling this divine light in. Um, and the knowledge is the light in order to do that. So we need to understand how to operate through the Christ, through the one, spiritual son, I want me to say, to be able to light this planet up. Hey, Dave. It's up to you to find out. Hey? Um, I need water. Tanya, what do you use in the nebulizer? I don't know when that comment was. Is that easy? Mm, gosh. I shouldn't have done that. Now I'm just going, can't stop. I've got citrus bliss. I've got that for like my little diffuser. I don't even have my diffuser on. But I'm getting used to being in my office again because if you notice, all the streams that I've done on a Friday, they're all in my car because I was making this massive transition. Oh, okay, that's what I wanted to do. I'm just going on Facebook, having a look at the comments there. So it's just about us being here for one another. Uh, I have the knowledge. Oh, okay. That word I don't know how to say. That word. Coy little. Coy, yeah. Okay. I saw that, Steve. Did I share that with you, Tanya? That that plant. I'm sure it's a little plant. Yeah, I saw that recently, and I don't know if I shared it to you or not, but I don't know. I might not have because it's like, oh, she probably already knows about. Oh, that's interesting. That's very cool. Lovely to see you, Divine. Um, the World Congress on Illumination. No, never heard of that at all. That's very cool. I don't know what that is, but thank you for sharing. It's all about illumination. Like, so it's we've got August. Um, so it's this 8. I've just had the Lionsgate portal. So is it not the middle, or is it I don't know. So yeah, so it's a very strange time for me to get on and go live. 13, 1, 3, 4. So 4 is half 8, 4 is that box, that structure of the physical. 4 plus 4, 8. What am I getting? It's 11:44 right now. What was I gonna look at the moon? What's the moon start? First quarter. It looks like the light and dark that we were talking about before. Yeah, because there's always a way. There's like always a little reason that spirit gets me to do things like this. So you're just seeing my little brain thinking, it's like, okay, that's interesting. See, and it's spirit really has brought us all here today to really collaborate because for the last few months, that's what spirit's been saying: connection, collaboration, co-creation, right? Like, you are the one. Like, everything in your reality is you, right? And all these different angles of information coming through, um, and it's like work as one, like, we are all working as one no matter what we think, no matter the separation that we see, right? It's this multidimensional truth where, in 2006, where I was plugged into the cosmic core and knew what was going to happen, and everything has happened. And quite a few months ago, when I was wearing the Ouroboros, whenever that was, uh, it was like this beginning and the end. The beginning is the end. It was like this. It was like things that happened and were told to me in 2006 was I hadn't even energetically got there yet. But when I was gifted Ouroboros, that was that time where the end of the beginning and yeah, that sort of stuff. Um, so, but that word's sticking in my head. Um, harmonic convergence. For some reason that's sticking in my head. So maybe something that let me just write it down right now in my record so I can heal on that because it's stuck in my head. So when things get stuck in my head, I heal. So they the circle membership, you know exactly what I'm doing right now, don't you? Uh, because what happens, right? And this is for those in the inner circle. Sometimes when things come through, and we'll go, "Oh, I'll record it later," and then we forget. Sometimes when it's important like that word, um, those couple of words, I had to do it right then and there. So thank you, Divine Feminine Dancing. That's you. When did I did a video yesterday. I can't remember what it is. But you might see it get posted, I don't know freaking when, because I don't even know what video it was. If I posted it, if I put it in my files to post later. But it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like there was a message that I was sharing and it was really important. The spirit's like, "Let me make a post about it." And like, it was like 12:34 and it's like 1, 2, 3. To fully activate, awaken, and operate through this avatar means releasing all the separation. So that's another thing about being a Christ container, one of the 144, accessing these ascension keys, meaning you unlock individual soul, monad, avatar level. So you can be this vessel containing Christ, um, fully unlocking that. It's amazing. Now, we just have to be very careful. I mean, that's amazing, right? We have to be very careful when we're following other people's ways, because your way is the most important way. So this is where we use our guidance and to just yeah. You have some water, but at least we're clearing and we're purging that through the comment stream. So another benefit of showing up to these free live streams and commenting on that sort of stuff is it's this healing stream where being healed on. So it's a really beautiful way in which the Christ can clear things um, for the collective. Okay? This is a collective, the healing stream for the collective level. Individual healing is sought through that inner circle. But we're here to heal for the collective. We're here to work together as one and really create something new. Because in all those old world texts, old world ways, following the ways of others, um, that can be a massive trap. I've never read the Course of Miracles. I heard it's quite long. Um, but you're the one, all right? And this is about your healing, you going within, and it just like like saying interpretation, right? And it's this. See, I like that name, Divine Feminine Dancing. Well, they're bringing me the attention to that, right? In a way of feminine, low, right? So this is what it takes to really unlock this. Mm, they're saying unlock your Christ container. Is following your way. So there is only one Christ. There is this messenger here, but I'm here to share from this frequency the way to operate so you can go within and contain Christ too. Um, so follow your heart and follow your guidance and use everything in the external reality so you can grow without being fixed. So the message coming out right now, I'm just saying fixed. It's just like a fine line where there's all these old world ways and people that are sharing their way. It's very important for you as an avatar of Christ to flow and go where your heart resonates. Take that knowledge, use that knowledge to build your path to the one. And because at the end of the day, you're a creator and you don't want to be fixed as a character in someone else's universe because you are a universe in yourself. You know what I mean? So they're bringing up false prophets. Oh God, if I see false prophets again, that that comes up a lot when I actually it hasn't come up for a while. Where the religious people are saying, "Beware of false prophets," right? Because they are fixed into these systems of religion and the Bible, aka the devil's playbook, where people just believe everything that they read. They read the Bible over and over again and recite these passages, and that's the way because that's what was written by God. Where God is the God of the Bible is just the creator of a physical realm, of the physical realm of darkness. He's the king of demons, right? So it's the devil's playbook, where but there's illumination in there, right? So so if we are in that religion, we use if we are a Bible lover, it's about using that and seeing it as a story and symbolism and not attaching to every word and taking every word for gospel. It's about your interpretation and it's about using it in a way that's constructive to be able to build. So I'm just saying construction, to be able to build your path to one. Because ultimately, those beings that are fixed to religion, that are worshipping the God of the Bible, they're actually worshipping the king of demons, the dark lord. Yahweh, I've connected to Yahweh. I have embodied Yahweh. I am Yahweh. Yahweh is a symbol for my lower self, right? Jesus, Yeshua, the God that he connected to, the God that he embodied is very different. It's the spirit. It's not the oppressor. It's love. It's not fear. And we have a whole heap of people that are making decisions based on fear because they're fearing that God. They're fearing damnation. But they don't realize by being fixed into that old system, we're using religion as a anchor point for this knowledge, for this story. Um, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Or I used to get in trouble off my grandma for saying that, my mater, my mater. Don't use the Lord's name in vain. Yeah. So, oh, where are we? Hey, Honesty. Lucinda, lovely to have you here. Hey, Jerry. Yeah, it's just but the thing is, like, I don't know a lot about religion. And I know I have seen some preachers uh, cross come across my stuff and be in alignment with some of the things that I'm sharing. So again, the thing that strikes me or that I thought when I did see that, I was like, so they're using their interpretation, right? So there are those that are very rigid and fixed, but then there may be these preachers that seems to be that are using their interpretation. Their interpretation is more in alignment with the truth, right? God, Christ. Yeah, it's very interesting. No, it wasn't about anything that you said. It just sort of moved into talking about religion. Yeah. It wasn't anything you said. I don't know how that came up or why that came up, but it's this basically what I was trying to say, what Spirit was trying to say, was we have to be mindful not to get fixed to other people's ways. Religion is someone's way, right? We have we have so many ways that are quite amazing too, you know. So I've never read the Course in Miracles, heard some cool things about it. People can get fixed in it, right? Um, Kabbalah, very outdated. There's some really cool information in that. Like a lot of there's some truth, but there's so much deception and old world, outdated, damning knowledge in that. I remember a couple of years ago being in that group because I was resonating with the knowledge at that time because you know I was still healing in the darkness, and I was led by spirit to that group, and um, I was healing, obviously, and I came out of alignment with them very quickly. And it was just interesting to see how fixed beings are to certain ways, and they do not look at other things at all, right? They're just fixed to that. They've got their blinders on, right? So, so it's all about us again flowing with the feminine, right? Um, and going where we resonate with. So to unlock your divine mission here to free yourself from the separation, to begin this process of aligning, integrating with new earth, crystal and grid, right? Anchoring on heaven on earth, right, means being open, having that open heart and an open mind, and respecting everything in your field, and understanding that spirit is leading you where spirit is leading you for a reason. When we're fixed, we're not allowing spirit to lead us, are we? Because we're fixed. We're blinded by beliefs. Um, but this is the thing, as the Christ is knowledge, and it's just about understanding a new way to operate. The Christ is returned. And the problem is lots of beings in religion won't see it because they've been blindfolded and they're being tricked and deceived, and they're operating based on this god of oppression. And they are blindly worshiping and they're following rules. And if you don't align with this, well, then you're dead. You're going to burn in hell, because you don't read the Bible, right? So, but at the same time, there's beings that have there's divine ones, right? This is what the Christ is saying, that are in this religion that will come across this content and they'll be like, because they're somewhat open, there's something within them where they connect to this light. Um, and you know, this is the way it's sort of explained. It's like they will question. This will make them question. Like, I'm here to trigger awakenings. So I'm not here to judge if someone's in religion. I'm not here to judge if they're fixed that program or that program. I'm just here to share the knowledge and do what I've come here to do. And it's this knowledge. It's this. So they're saying this question within one's soul, like the quest within one's soul, like it is there, and it will spark when it's meant to. The more that we connect, the more that we unify, the more that we get our strength hold on this planet and anchor this light this planet up, the more these things will kind of awaken. And but at the end of the day, we're doing that. We're doing this for ourselves, for our own self knowledge, because as we heal and we awaken in ourselves, the external reality will reflect that. If you know what I mean. It's quite strange, but religion, yeah, there's a lot of in religion that just limit the perception. It's just like in a box. And when we look at the cross, which is outdated now because it's a symbol and it does hold information. It holds many sacred codes, right? But the cross, ultimately, this is the truth from the divine and what I've uncovered. And if I can even find it, I bet I can't even find it. Yeah. Let me, um, yeah. Now, excuse the dirty, dirty phone. So this is religion, right? We see a cross, but it's actually the box that they're in. It's a kind of like a symbol. You would call it like a magical symbol, right? So beings are aligning themselves to the box, right? Because this is all what we consciously connect to. We are aligning our energy to, and we are fixing in our reality, right? So we have a whole heap of people who are attached to black symbols. But this is just how creation works. It's not good or bad or evil or whatever. It's just like truth. Um, the trap, limited perception. They're in a box. This is why. You guys that think outside the box, you guys have always thought a little bit differently, and it's sort of you haven't fit in much because of your way of thinking. It's just because you think outside the box, right? And people say, "Oh, why do you wear this?" This is mine and Yeshua's divine sacred union, the sacred union between the masculine and the feminine, me coming home to one, me learning who I am, remembering who I am as the father, as the mother, the cosmic egg is unbodied. And so Jesus, the cross of Jesus is way outdated, right? This is the truth coming through in this moment of time where we get the truth of creation. And what did I say before? And guys, if you're just jumping on or if you've just jumped on, go and watch the whole thing. Go back to the beginning after this, right? And watch the whole thing. Um, Now my throat's starting to hurt. I'm gonna get off soon. And I was just thinking, I wonder how my energy. The Ankus is key of life. And people go, "Oh, I don't know," like, some people really because I'm talking about God and Christ, and this really triggers people. But if only they knew what it actually is, and because this is a multidimensional truth, and they're bringing you back to the Ouroboros, you know, the snake in the snake tail, right? So this is an ancient Egypt symbol, but it's also very futuristic. Like, there is no such thing as linear time. This is a symbol and it means many things. There are many sacred truths encoded within this. And that's why I wear this, because this is a part of my mission where myself and the Father came together, birthing this new aeon, this new era where light reigns on this planet. Every turning of an age, there is a messenger, and I am that messenger, right? Uh, and it's divine. And the last 6 years, Spirit has had to spell it out to me, like give me sign after sign after sign after synchronicity, like crazy, down to my name, my birth date, my star sign, like all these different things, right? Um, but then, of course, like with the working with the divine blueprint and embodying Sophia, embodying Christos, and walking through that ascended masters lounge, going, "Hey, oh, you've got to keep going." Then moving through from that realm of duality into unity, having my cosmic Christ rebirth, and thinking, "Oh my God, I'm there," but no, I wasn't there. I had to unlock so many other interdimensional gateways to move into the infinite, to be this messenger of God. Yeah, it's been this journey has been unlocking sacred geometry. That's what I've had to do. Unlocking the truth of existence, the creational program, like the mind of God, the architect, who I am as the architect, right? Um, archons, demons hold no power over me. Yahweh, right? I am Yahweh. I'm everything. I am the light and the dark. I am the Alpha, the Omega, right? That's who I am. And very interesting that I'm, yeah, able to sort of say that. But because there's been a lot of fear in me speaking my truth. But Spirit's like, you have to speak your truth because the beings need to know who you are because you are coming from this realm of truth. You're here to serve them. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to help you unlock these sacred mysteries for yourself. I'm here to help you unlock your truth so you know. And your life, you've had some really synchronistic, crazy ass moments where you're like, "That's crazy. Like, what does that mean?" Let me know in the comments if you've had that. I just wanna know, okay? I'm just curious because that's what happened to me all my life, and what I've come to understand and learn and know, excuse me, they're timestamps from the divine. The golden illuminated nuggets, like Hansel and Gretel with the breadcrumbs, finding their way to that freaking delicious candy house, right? Um, timestamps, golden stepping stones that spirits left for you, breadcrumbs that spirits left for you. That's what those synchronistic crazy ass moments were that you still can't explain. But you will understand and unlock those lessons if you choose to spend with us, right? So, um, if you're ready to heal individually, like heal and work as one, join the Patreon, right? But even if you are in the Patreon, it's very important that you show up for these free streams because there are illuminations like these golden breadcrumbs throughout every single stream that I create, throughout every single piece of content that I create. And you can assist, you can benefit, you can receive by sharing these and being a vessel for spirit, spreading these seeds of illumination with everyone. Yeah, it's very interesting. That's it. How outrageous is everything, right? These things that are created to distract, these things, there's so many things out there that are nonsense. I don't watch the Olympic Games, but someone said all inclusive. I saw that somewhere. All inclusive, not. I mean, I know that you're not saying it in the way that I'm bringing it up, right? Okay, so I just want to say that. But this whole gender thing and transgenders playing in women's like males playing in women's sports, whether they're transgender or not, is lunacy, right? It's like this everyone's so politically correct and anal, right? And got to make everyone feel accepted, right? It's just the world, the Antichrist program is creating more separation, more labels, putting people into all these boxes, creating this disharmony. Like people can't see the big picture that all this is happening to distract. The devil is trying so freaking hard, this devil energy, this anti-life, this anti-Christ energy is trying so hard to get your attention with the distractions to keep you in the box. Oh, rah, 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 I don't agree with this, oh, I don't agree with that, oh, this is ridiculous, rah, 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 rah. Like I see this stuff now and it's lunacy, it's crazy, you know, but the healing, we have to do the healing within because we're seeing this for a reason. We're being triggered by this for a reason. We're being distracted by this for a reason. So we need to learn how to harness that force, how to heal, go within, to be able to just let that play out. Because the more energy we put on it, the more we are fixing it into the reality, into this reality, into the collective. Um, but at the same time, this is all God, like this all comes from the one, your spiritual self, to teach you so you can grow. So it's just like all the big lesson. We are here, spiritual school. You choose to, be a student of spirit and the vessel here for you to share with you. some cosmic truth bombs, tuck in. Yeah, it's very there's so much it's and for many people you're just like, what the hell is this world coming to? It is just freaking what? What? Men playing in women's sport now and bashing the crap out of um yeah, it's just like hell. Right? Because we are in hell. Humanity, the collective consciousness are in hell. There is only one way out, and that is with the ascension piece. That is with knowledge. That is with healing. That is with growth. That is to merge with your spiritual self. And that's exactly what we are doing here. Because the 144, those 9 beings that have that have unlocked that are containers of Christ, these Christ avatars, they're holding space for those in the inner circle. And they're holding space for you guys here. We are holding space for one another. So it's this frequency in strength. And there is this divine rollout and a way that this is going to happen. And that's why, like, I'm not going out there and saying, okay, I need to give everyone these ascension keys. I need to build this program right now and get started and just start getting this shit out willy nilly. That's not happening because this is divinely led, this is divinely orchestrated. And in time, whenever that is meant to be, whether it's next month, whether it's next year, or 10 years from now, I don't freaking know. I'm just showing up in the now moment, doing what I've got to do. Because right now, spirit, the one, the spiritual son, the father, the mother, the holy child, the golden child is here to unify, is here to share this frequency, and it's up to you to connect, to consciously connect, because there's so many things in this realm that you are connected to that is draining your life. So again, that's why we don't follow others. You go within and you follow the beat of your own drum. Yeah, if you're guided to Joe Dispenza, go there, take the golden illuminations that you need, because this is about you building, constructing, uncovering the creator within and using the knowledge codes, the golden illuminations that you're led to, taking that, adding that to your spiritual tool belt, and then moving on to the next thing. If you're so this is the problem. Beings will be stuck because they're not healing. And that's always going to be the problem. That's always going to be your biggest problem if you are not connecting to the Patreon, receiving the ascension keys. Okay, that's always going to be the problem. But what Spirit's saying is the awareness of what's happening. It's up to you to. It's about the knowledge. So not everyone is meant to do those things, but it's about the knowledge, receiving the knowledge from Christ, understanding how to operate, how to navigate, to serve yourself. So by being a subscriber, liking this, sharing this, anchoring to this, you're automatically receiving because you're giving to this mission, you're supporting myself without money, right? And I'm supporting you, where it's this giving and receiving. That's how we operate. And you can receive these blessings by giving to this, by supporting this, because I'm here to support you, right? It's like the circle. And then they're showing the circle on a different angle, and that's the infinite, right? My throat is really hurting. But this is this last thing that Spirit wants to get out. It's the knowledge and knowing how to operate and navigate through the divine. So awareness, okay. So they're bringing up the awareness. So the knowledge and the awareness, they're bringing up Knowledge and awareness, aware of how to operate. Because the knowledge has the healing power, right? And by you showing up and watching these live streams, watching the content that I share for free, you're receiving these knowledge, these light codes, right? In order to heal and grow and evolve. So the one thing is go your way, right? Go within, using the external, using where you are guided, using the masculine and the feminine, the structure and the flow, following your heart. So, so, so for myself, they want me to bring up an example, right? So for myself, Reiki, healing with Reiki, plant medicine, getting doTERRA, becoming a doTERRA head for bloody years, right? Then emotion code, body code, Joe Dispenza, right? Greg Braden, Morg, right? And I had this moment, right, with like just recently I noticed that Deepak Chopra is touring. And I was like, oh my God, he is what started it all for me. One day I was in the library walking around. This was way before my awakening. Well, it was probably around the same time as my awakening. I was in a different house, but it was the house before I had my awakening. So it could have been a year, 2 years, I'm not sure. Walking through the library and there's this book of secrets. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm getting goosebumps now. Um, so I took it and I read it. I'm like, what the hell? And it just activated so much within me. It blew my mind. And I was like, and that was the first type of spiritual thing. I mean, as a kid, I always loved tarot and star signs. Could never do tarot, but that was cool. Always loved star signs and stuff like that. But anyway, not much more than that. Palmistry, that was I thought that was cool. Um, so it may have been in 2005 or whatever. And not long after I had that awakening, plugged into the cosmic core. This is it. Spirit sends you things when you need it, when it's all in divine timing, right? And just recently, when I saw that he is touring, I'm like, that's where it was like they showed me this book that opened, right? And like that was the first word of the first chapter, right? And then him again, I'm seeing him touring and coming to Australia and everything, and they were showing me like the end of the book, and then they were showing me the Ouroboros, like the beginning is the end is beginning, like the alpha type omega type stuff, right? Um, And I was like, wow, because he is where it all began for me. And right now, I'm like really stepping into this mission to lead. I still don't freaking know how to lead properly, but hey, I'm getting in the now moment and I'm just doing what I'm guided to do, and it's all going to unfold beautifully. Like the 6 years that's just gone by, everything has been freaking divine. When I look back at it, it's like, wow, these golden breadcrumbs, these illuminations, all these now moment things, these big, like people that have come into my field and the lessons that I've learned, those beings that rejected me. I've got my soul family, there's 140, and there's beings supporting, collaborating, and co-creating with me. Um, now, it's like the stars in the sky, collecting all of the stars in the sky until you're the star, like the one. You're just this bright light because you used all the golden illuminations of truth around, you know what I mean, to fully light up. So it's like this collector, like I'm just seeing this collector of knowledge. So that's why we don't get fixed. Because if you're gonna get fixed to that one star, well, there's a whole cosmos that you're neglecting, and your light is gonna be bright, all right? You won't even see it in the night sky, right? Because you're dark, because you're just being fixed in one tiny little element, one tiny little speck, tiny grain of sand, right? Um, so this is why you go your way, okay? You go within, you heal, you go where spirit guides you, you take what you need, illumination, and you just keep moving like a nomad you are. You are a nomad, you are a traveler, right? You are multidimensional infinite being. And I think we're gonna leave it there. But first we'll just share these couple of things. Elizabeth, thank you. So act from within, not outer. Because everything outside of you is just the illusion, okay? And it's there for your growth. Some come in a very negative way. And on this path, most is going to be negative, right? Because you've got a whole heap of things to release. But some are light, right? Like these beautiful things, you know, that's it. Connecting the dots. A treasure hunt. That's it. Like, see? And by me coming here, being guided by spirit to get on here and go alive, I get to connect. And that's something that I've been lacking in the last 6 years because I've been in hermit mode. I have been I've been healing my little butt off and working as one with my beautiful collective, Dee, Tanya, my beautiful girls, who I would like, oh, there's Mumsy. Hello. Yeah, so thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up, anchoring this knowledge, and just connecting. Like, I didn't know what the hell we were going to be talking about today, but it's been a little bit of everything. That's why I named this spiritual talk because it's just like, yep, spiritual talk. um, Thank you, Clark. And yes, I will see everyone on Friday. Uh, we'll see if it's alive or not. I'm not sure. But this is the thing about Fridays. That is a portal that has been opened for beings to connect to and really anchor the knowledge coming through. So who knows if that's going to be alive? I don't know. I know one thing for sure. Every month I go live with my members. So that's a for sure thing. This was very exciting and spontaneous, and who knows if this is going to be a first or a last for a while. But I'm excited to find out. Hmm. Yes. So no, I just love all you guys. Shane, so grateful for you and your support. Like seriously, this really this journey is very difficult because this is it. We always second guess ourselves, you know. And so many times I'm like, oh, I just don't want to go on, like maybe I should go get a job, like the kids say, right? But so many of you just have these words of support, and I freaking love you. Like, I see you, and I'm just so grateful to have you guys that are cheering me on, because I know in spirit they're all cheering me on. And so I get to see glimpses of that in the physical. So I'm just love you guys so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that just you guys are here. I'm so grateful. I'm so excited. We are all here for this. Like, this is history in the making. This is, we are building, we are creating, we are uncovering. We are doing it. We're taking action. And this is what all those prophecies have talked about. And we're actually here. We're here together. And that's the most exciting, I'm just saying impact. I'm just saying impactful thing. Like, because at the end of the day, we are here to break down that separation, the separation, those walls of separation between us all, so we can see the light of the divine shine through, so we can know it, feel it, be it, see it.